Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here. And we're coming to you from the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island. We're up here for the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce's annual policy conference. And so we touch on all aspects, really, of life here. A lot of it is business, but in this case, it's going to be kind of end-of-life type situation. Patrick Miller, President and CEO of NorthStar Pallative Care, and also Marcie Hillary, Adult Supervision. Did I say that right?
Exactly. Yes. We made great those roles.
Executive Vice President there as well. Listen, thanks so much for coming on. And I kind of want to preamble any questions with the fact that I have used your care, and it's phenomenal. And the one thing I think that stood out to me was how people can pass with dignity, and the families can understand that.
Yes.
So tell us about your
Absolutely. So you would know us under some of the hospice brands that we have in Michigan: Arbor Hospice, Centrica Care, Navigators, and Hospice of Michigan. So between the hospice work and palliative, which is it's before hospice, it's a couple years before, we care for about 2,700 patients on any given day here in Michigan. So it's a privilege. And what we're really excited about is we're launching a national campaign focused on the end of life conversation. President Carter went through hospice, and with President Biden's recent diagnosis, we wish him absolutely the best in health, but we understand this is an important time to have conversations about what you want, about how you want that path to go as you start to realize you may have 5 years, 2 years, and eventually get to a point where hospice is appropriate. So that's an important conversation for us.
Well, and I think you made a really valuable point, and that is the family knowing their place.
Yes.
And how to do this, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I would say that, hospice caregivers are great navigators, and that's just what a family needs. We were talking about this earlier. How do you know how to navigate through these end-of-life decisions and what your loved one wants? They are pros and experts at really walking alongside a family and the patient to really help them. That's the conversation we want to start through this campaign called Life's Big Moments.
So tell everybody about the structure, because sometimes hospice is confused with a government agency or a religious sect or something.
Yes, hospice it's a medical benefit. So about the majority of our patients are Medicare patients, Medicaid as well. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, Humana, insurers offer that as well. The focus is really when you're around 6 months or less to live. And it may be a child. Even today, we're caring for 33 children in Michigan. Could be someone who's over 100, anywhere in between. There's an opportunity then to step in and really customize what's needed for you, for the family, as you talked about. And what may be different, I've been a nurse, worked at Henry Ford, downtown Detroit, really proud of that. The focus then really was on the disease, and with hospice it's different. We focus on the family as the unit of care, the community, the broader ability to bring others to the bedside, if you will, and really ensure dignity, choice, and comfort through that whole journey.
Well, and this is a time when you can make some really bad decisions because it's an emotional time,
Yes.
that sort of thing. How do you qualify?
Yeah, you have to have a physician say that you have a terminal illness and that you have approximately 6 months or less to live if the disease runs its normal course. But we have hospice patients that can be on for months or they can be on for years. So really the benefit is just to show that there is a decline towards the end of life. So that's what we're looking at.
So you've got to show that this is terminally moving towards terminal
To the
situation.
best that they can. And I think, coming off Memorial Day, a little, a feel there for those that have been in the armed service. But for those that are vets that come home, we find that 1 out of every 4 of our patients is a vet. It's someone who served. We're really proud of that, and there's a wonderful opportunity for us to recognize and to tailor care around their service and things that they have to deal with as they come to the end of life.
I hadn't really thought about, I don't want to call them constituency or customers, but the broad variety of people that you...
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Like Patrick mentioned, we're actually really proud of this in Michigan. It's tough to think about, but it's important that we're the only state in the entire country that has a dedicated pediatric hospice program that covers the state. It's called the Joellen Nyman Anchors Program, and it's specialized care for kids, just like we have specialized care for veterans and different populations that have specific needs at end of life. And we've just become experts in this, and we're really proud of that over our 40-plus year history now.
So at the end of the day, are you like a nonprofit company?
We are, yes. We're one of the largest not-for-profit hospices in the country. Really proud of that, and for us, it's all about how do we give back to the community? How do we add value, and how do we go alongside? So if we see someone at church, we see someone at Kroger, we see someone at the gym, these are people that we know. These are friends and colleagues and community members, and they also know that we've been there for them and their families, similar to the story you had. So that's important for us.
Excellent stuff. Well, thanks for being with us. More importantly, thanks for the great work you do.
Thank you.
That's Patrick Miller and Marcie Hillary. And you are watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. And we're coming to you today from the Grand Hotel. We're up here for the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce's annual policy conference. I'm Chris Holman. We'll be back with more.